Well, good morning. We are in Kuala Lumpur and we're down at the Royal Selangor Club. This area is a sports club that has become a place where many of the visitors to this city will just enjoy and venture down to. This huge area that has museums and government buildings. It's kind of a throwback to the old town of Kuala Lumpur, and it's a beautiful area to come down and walk. There are restaurants down here, lots of things to do. The reason why I've brought us down here today is because we're going to talk about some things that I do not like about full-time travel. And of course, most of my videos talk about what I do like. But today we're going to talk about things that I have found a challenge in full-time travel. And we will talk about those today. Of course, we're going to enjoy this beautiful downtown area here. Oh yes, I'm going to show you all around, and we're going to get ourselves a great bite to eat. That is the plan. Let's talk about what we don't like about full-time travel. Let's get started.
Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack, that is what we do here. Subscribe and come along with Retire and Go.
Probably the big ones that I don't like with full-time travel. Number one is when I make big jumps between countries. The long flights, it crashes my immune system and I get sick. That's probably the biggest problem that I have in travel. Everything else that we're going to talk about in this video, they can be frustrating and we work our way through it. That's just life. But this one, man, I make these big leaps on airplanes and I'm around lots of people. Sleep deprivation takes place because I don't sleep well on airplanes. Crashes my immune system and I get sick. Woo! That's number one. That one really gets me. And in order to counteract it, I take vitamin D3, I take zinc, and I get all the sleep I can possibly get when I'm not traveling. I let my body wake me up. That's my alarm clock, my body. And that, combined with exercise, hydration, and vitamins, it keeps me healthy. And I don't get sick that often throughout the year. In fact, maybe once a year I get sick when I travel. But man, it really does, it whacks you, those long flights. Woo! To back that up is also time zones. Because of I'm so far away from my home country of the US, time zone changes and adapting to that, resetting my body clock, that is probably number two. And it also matters when it comes to communication with my family and also working with my financial institutions. I have to sometimes get up at 1 o'clock in the morning in order to make 1-800 number calls in order to get things done. That's just part of it too. If you want to talk with a live customer service agent and you're sitting on the other side of the planet, you are going to have to use international phone lines and maybe get up at midnight to do that. So time zones is probably number two. Do I have issues with food when I travel? Sometimes with spicy food, yes. But I will tell you something about food poisoning. I have been traveling full-time now for 3 years. I have not had food poisoning. And I think I attribute that, first of all, to basically the places that I'm going are well known, even from food carts, to not give you food poisoning. And I have not had that problem. I've been traveling through Southeast Asia. I've traveled through Latin America. I didn't have problems there. I traveled through Europe. I didn't have problems there. I think it's overrated as an issue. And I think also we have to make better decisions ourselves so that we don't end up with a food poisoning. And we know if you're traveling to a place that's landlocked, don't eat seafood, okay? It's landlocked. Where are they getting their seafood from, okay? So that's some of the things that I think about. And I have not had much trouble with getting sick from food. What I do have a problem with is variety. I have to continually look for variety in food because if I'm going to be somewhere for 30 days, I can't just keep eating the same stuff over and over. I need variety in food, not just for this channel, but just for me. So food variety, yeah, we'll throw that on there.
Back in Kuala Lumpur, I have to bring you back to light Capture. What an amazing cafe. Just beautiful. They have hollowed out this gorgeous old building and left it raw on the inside, the bare concrete. I love this style of decor, and they just did it right. Light Capture is a fun place to go to. They have a signature drink called the Dirty Coffee. It's about 15 ringgit, and that's what I picked up.
I had to bring you back to Light Capture. This is really one of the coolest cafes you can go to. I'm going to show you the upstairs. This place is beautiful.
They have a full menu as well, including some pasta dishes that I've always wanted to try, but I stop in here just to get myself a coffee. It doesn't cost a lot. Everything is done by QR code on your phone. Very simple. And I just like to chill like this. Great place to come in for the strong Wi-Fi and do editing. I have always had some issues with traveling. Of course, it's just part of traveling. You're going to run into problems. The fact of the matter is you adapt to them. So don't let them stress you out. Don't let these problems keep you from traveling. You will solve these problems along the way. You'll start to carry little things that solve the problems. You'll start to learn along the way what not to do. They got themselves a mad ninja rabbit over here. And they also had themselves a little guitar, so that was kind of cool to just have a little short jam session.
Connectivity, losing cell phone coverage, lousy Wi-Fi coverage. Sure, that's a big one because I need that. I need that in order to run this channel, and I need that to be able to connect to my finances and my investments. And a lot of times it's junk. As I travel around the world, now I've been to all the major regions around the world, and there's still a lot more to see, and we will visit a lot more places over the next few years. Connectivity is a big issue. Being connected to the services that I need, and often they just crash in the middle of the night, and then I have nothing. And you know, you're trying to upload videos, you're trying to communicate with your finances. It's a mess. Connectivity, that's a big one.
Having an international phone plan has helped me a lot to maintain connectivity, and you just kind of figure these things out along the way. When you start traveling, make mistakes, figure out the problems along the way.
Fucking noise pollution. Wait till I get to that one. Noise pollution. People that don't want to put mufflers on their vehicles. That is probably one of my biggest frustrations of travel. Noise pollution, especially in Southeast Asia. My God, people like to make noise. They will blast their music. They will take the mufflers off their vehicles. Nobody else wants to hear that. It's not just the travelers, the people here, you see them, you see it on their face. You see them looking and they're not happy about it. It's just part of travel, and that drives me nuts.
Through travel, you learn patience, you learn self-control, and you also learn how to respect others.
Another one you don't think about until you start traveling and start staying in budget hotels like I do is the comfort of your bed. My bed at this hotel I'm staying at right now, it's not bad, but a lot of times budget hotels have messed up beds. They can give you a bad backache. Don't be afraid to go downstairs and say you want to move rooms because your bed is broken, okay? You can also rotate the mattress and flip it over, which probably hasn't been done in years, you know? So these are the things that I suggest. But yeah, finding a good bed and then back problems if you're not able to, that's another one.
Ibuprofen is your friend when you are in your 50s and traveling. You have all kinds of aches and pains in that, but you know what? Push through. Do it while you're healthy and you can do it.
In the comment section, I get asked, what about not having a car? Is that a frustration? And I have to tell you, it has not been. Now for 3 years. The reality is, though, by taking public transportation, it takes a while to get to your destination. You can't just get there as fast as you want to. And Another thing that people don't think about is here in Southeast Asia, a lot of times traffic is so bad, monorails will get you there faster. That's just a fact. It'll blast you there faster than your car. So not having a car has not been a problem. There's another thing that it has done for me. Let me sit down here for a moment. Another thing that it has done for me is that it's helped me slow down. I'm not in a hurry, I'm retired, and I have to tell myself that. What's my rush to get there? It's gonna be open, and when I get there, I can relax and enjoy myself. Enjoy the ride. Take my time. It can be frustrating that it takes a long time to jump on public trans, change to another line, public trans, it happens. I need to learn to slow down, and that's something that it's helped me do.
By taking a little bit longer, you find things, especially when you're walking like I do. Here, the Kuala Lumpur is a very welcoming tourist location. There's little cafes around it, and they start filling it up with mist in the afternoon. And when the shade rolls in, it's so nice.
The last two are related to loneliness. First is that I miss my kids. I know that they are college age now. They live in 3 different states. I realize that. Doesn't change anything. I miss them. I miss being able to see them even maybe every other month or every 3rd month, who knows. And that's just part of this life, is that we have made a commitment as a family to see each other on the holidays. And we're planning that for this year as well. The second part of loneliness is loneliness in traveling. Traveling alone. And I know that a lot of people have asked in the comment section, why do you travel alone? I've done videos on it. And the fact of the matter is, I have been working and in relationships now for so many decades. I am enjoying the peace. I'm enjoying the peace in my life. And I don't think it'll last forever. I think that I probably will want to be in a relationship sometime in my life. But I'm actually really enjoying this time just traveling solo, seeing the world, and being on my own schedule, and just focusing on me for the first time in so many decades, when really my life has been around what's best for others, what needs to happen for others. Now I'm actually starting to feel what's best for me and start focusing on what I want. And that's a whole different way of thinking, especially when you're in this lifestyle traveling. So yeah, loneliness, yes. But at this time of my life, I'm okay with that.
You make friends along the way, so the loneliness, it can be thwarted. Also, if you're looking for a relationship, I can tell you, Southeast Asia is probably a wonderful place to do the searching for that. I am searching for a bite to eat, and so I took off for Box. Box is a cool little cafe. I've been wanting to hit this place. It's close to my hotel, and I walked by it a few times, but at night it's so busy. Look at the size of it. You can't even get inside. For lunch, no problem. Man, the pastries look good, but I ordered a burger.
Thank you so much.
The Blue Lagoon is basically a lemonade with blueberry and a hint of mint. It was delicious. Non-alcohol. And this is an alternative to drinking alcohol, something like this. They have a full menu here, different pastas, different burgers. I picked up a nice beef burger.
Oh man, thank you. Thank you, sir.
At least a 1/4 pound patty. This is huge. The hamburger and the Blue Lagoon lemonade together, 39 ringgit. And, you know, it's about 4.5 to 1 here in Malaysia. That's why I say the cost of food is incredible here. It is worth it to take the risks, get out there and travel.
I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. Today we got a chance to talk about what I don't like about full-time travel life, the challenges that I face. Are you interested in this lifestyle? Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack? If you are, like and subscribe to the video and come with, because this is what we do. You can support the channel by picking up a copy of my new book, The Traveler and the Bard. The link is in the description. Okay, we've got a lot more of Kuala Lumpur to see. We haven't even begun. Yes, we're gonna try out different areas of Kuala Lumpur, and we're gonna be in Southeast Asia all year. And I'm glad you're coming with. We'll talk again soon. Aloha.
Just when I thought it was safe on the streets of Kuala Lumpur, I was confronted by the mad ninja tat-tat of Malaysia. Look at him, conserving his energy. He's a vicious beast. No one is safe from the viciousness that he contains with his naps. It's a tactical nap, don't be confused. The mad ninja tat-tat of Malaysia.
With food, well, with spicy food, yes, I do have. Okay, that was nice. Just make a loud noise there. Let's try again. Beautiful, surrounded by all of these government buildings that are ancient, not ancient, but fucking. What is this area called? I don't know. Let's find it out.